Greetings out there in YouTube land from the planet Earth. As some of you know, I write on another site. Yeah, I'm planting seeds among millions, you can say, right, of rather interesting characters, right? Where a lot of people have Christian on their profile but don't really act it or live it, and definitely their photos and their words that they use definitely don't walk the Christian lifestyle. Right? And I don't know if any of you recall, because I don't know how the memories are of some of you, but the Black Lives Matter movement and all these racist movements out there, they just don't get it. And some of them think they're of God, which is a sad part, because racism does not go with God, because all lives matter to God. And he makes that very clear right here in Revelation 7:9. And it's a twofold one in a way, and actually more, but you look at the people that are around Jesus right there. Look where they're from, right? Look what languages they speak. Different races from every race there is, right? And they speak every language there is. So if you're discriminating against a person because of their ethnicity, I mean their race and whatever, where they're from, don't expect to be partying and hanging with Jesus at the wedding feast if you can't get along with the people that I mentioned in 7:9 because of the countries they come from. Because you can't get along with them, don't expect to be invited. Straight word. But it's a very powerful thing as well. And because it proves all lives matter to God, not just one specific group. But it does more. It answers the question for some of those poor, misguided, deceived pre-tribbers and mid-tribbers as well. Because look down to verse 14 and see where they came from. Great tribulation. Key word there is great. Since God doesn't lie, since God doesn't exaggerate, things are going to get a whole lot worse before God comes to pick anybody up. Some of those hirelings or other people that try to convince people that they're going to get out early have no idea what they're talking about. They throw around a verse or two that they use, but they leave parts of it out. Yes, we're changed in the twinkling of an eye, but they're leaving out the part, those of us which still remain alive. Because most of the people in Rev 7:9 spoken about are dead or will be dead soon. So there's a lot of trouble coming. Right? But they forget to leave out that part. Those of us which are still alive get caught up. But, it really doesn't matter, honestly, if you think about it. Because one way or another, you end up with the Lord. And if the Lord is in your heart and in your mind, you have nothing to worry about. But if you're against the Lord, that's the trouble you're going to have. Because hell is no joke. And the lake of fire after is not a place you're going to go swim and party. Because even the devil screams in agony there. Don't be going to hating children of God because of the country they come from. Because God ain't going to be too happy about that. Take a look in the mirror. Because I had a good look. There's probably somebody out there discriminating against you as well. It's a sad fact of this world these days. Because the devil's got his people out there trying to stir derision and cause all kinds of problems among God's children. Sends out trolls to chat rooms, you name it. Doing everything he can to cause problems. Because he knows his hour is coming soon. He'll be cast down shortly. Keep your eyes open. That third temple is going up soon. And I don't think it's going to be on top of the Temple Mount. I think it's going to be right there in the city of David, which they recently discovered and been digging on the side of the hill there. But don't forget, they brought Paul up to the Romans. How could you bring somebody up to the Romans if you're on top of the hill? And anybody who knows military strategy at all knows that you take the high ground, and the Romans were very good at military strategy back then because they conquered most of the known world for them. And they always held the high ground. Makes it easier to defend. A few things to think about, especially when they found a place where David himself worshipped, right? Just some things are rather interesting in these days, right? And people going around, and I can't believe that there are Christians out there going around hating others because of the country they come from. That is so sad, because Revelation 7:9 proves without a doubt that God says all nations and kindreds and peoples and tongues stood before him. So they are your brothers and sisters if they believe in Jesus, right? Think about it. All lives matter to God. Bye-bye.